Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
It's us.
It's the Spiritual Gaze here with a Friday edition of a Cosmic Tarot forecast for you.
Just like old times.
Just like old times. We will be back early next week with another Cosmic Tarot forecast because there's a lot of juicy astrology next week. But there's a lot of cool stuff happening with Mercury this weekend, and we thought you should probably know about it.
Yeah, it's just a Mercury-filled weekend. It's a Mercury-cella this weekend.
Who is Mercury, my love?
Well, Mercury is the planet that rules thought, ideas, communication, really just the mind in general. And I even like to use the word the voice because it can be both the internal voice that exists within all of us, you know you have one, as well as just our voice in general, how we use it.
Cool. So all of those significations are going to be at play as Mercury makes some very interesting aspects, starting as soon as
tomorrow.
Hey-o.
And, Mercury is in Taurus now. So when Mercury is in Taurus, it brings like a stability to our mind. It brings a practicality. It takes all of the ideas that came up in Aries and tries to bring them into tangible form.
Yeah. Taurus season, just in general, is a season of manifestation. So Mercury in Taurus is how do we manifest our ideas and how do we ground them, right? Like you might have a really big idea that won't be able to be brought into the world for many, many years, right? But you're like, what can I bring in today? Slow, small, practical steps.
Yes, exactly. So we start tomorrow with a Mercury conjunction with the North Node.
Mercury pops into that North Node, and it is a beautiful fated conversation or idea that helps you understand or contextualize where your soul wants to go.
Yeah, so when it's moving through there, you may just find that you have, some mental energy that's challenging you to, grow in certain ways. I would even say like maybe grow out of some like stubborn ways that have kept you from your evolution mentally. So you might just find some of your just like old mental thought patterns challenged.
But the North Node is always trying to show us where we're headed, right?
Yeah.
So you might feel challenged because you're like, wow, that's like a really tall mountain I have to climb.
Yeah.
But at least you now have a sense of the finish line.
And you have to climb it.
You have to climb it. It's what your soul came here to do. So, you can linger, but eventually you're going to have to climb that mountain, babies.
Yeah. And there's more helpful energy with this because then on Sunday we have a trine to Saturn. Oh no, a square to Saturn, sorry. But a sextile to Neptune.
Yeah.
So, squares can be challenging as well. But, Saturn is really here to like push us also like toward our soul's growth, right? And really help us to understand like how we need to take more responsibility for ourselves. So yes, it could be challenging because there might be just like conversations that you're responsible for having right now.
Yeah.
But again, I think it's really helpful. And then Neptune sextile is really helping us to like push us toward our soul's growth in the long run.
Yeah, one way to think about this is that like when Mercury pops into the North Node, you get the idea, you get the inspiration, there's the fated conversation or connection, and then immediately upon receiving that information, the doubt comes in, and that's the square to Saturn. And you're like, that's a lot of work. I don't know if I can do it. This scares me. I'm going to have to transform. And that's all part of it, right? There might even be some obstacles that show up. You might go like, well, I can't do that because of this and that and this and that. But obstacles are part of the path, my loves. So when you can commit, and that North Node wants commitment, and Mercury is mental commitment, then Saturn comes up to go like, do you really want this? Are you really going to commit to us? It's going to be hard. And you go, yes, I'm going to commit to it. I know it's going to be hard. I don't care. And then Neptune comes in with a beautiful aspect to say like, hey, here's some more inspiration. Here's some more spiritual assistance to move you forwards now that you've committed. But until you've bought the ticket, sometimes Spirit won't show up with some of the goodies. So this is the weekend to buy the ticket. Because when you are mentally committed and you're not looking for an escape route, that's when you're actually able to start climbing that mountain.
Yeah. So I would also just say like, make some healthy time for your mind this weekend. A lot of the time our mind just runs us, right? And it can run us into the ground.
Yeah.
And I think the more we can be really mindful and have that sort of soulful spiritual grounding for ourselves, then we can make time to really understand our mind, what it needs right now,
Yeah.
the conversations it needs to be having to help push us through certain, growth spurt challenges.
Put your mind in a bigger container. Go take some walks in nature. Walk some children in nature. And see how your mind wants to expand.
Just borrow some from a neighbor if you don't have any.
Yeah, sure, why not? All right,
that could be questionable.
Okay, well, make sure you have permission. Working with the Eight of Cups, I don't think it came in reversed. I think it came in direct, but that was just me holding it reversed. So the Eight of Cups is an expansion of your heart. It's an evolution of your heart. The things that once fulfilled you no longer do. And this actually makes a lot of sense when we're working with the North Node, because the North Node is where you want to grow. And maybe not where you want to grow, but where your soul wants to grow. So in the Eight of Cups, we have to walk away. And look, here's the mountain that we have to climb. And here's the mountain that we're walking away from. So in the Eight of Cups, you are surrendering the things that once served you that you feel no longer do. And this could be goals. This could be dreams. This could be relationships. This could be relationships with your mind. This could be conversations that you've been having. But really important to consider that if you're committing to something new, it also means that you're going to have to sever some contracts, cut some cords, because we can't go in all directions simultaneously. We have to commit and move towards that. And that means, okay, then I no longer am able to commit to these other things. And it's a bittersweet card, but it's a tremendously powerful card. And it's a testament to the fact that your heart has evolved and that your needs are no longer the needs of your heart when it was a little less evolved. So give yourself permission to lovingly separate from the people, the places, the things, the ideas, the conversations, the projects that no longer sing your heart's true song.
Yeah. Cut them cords, babes.
Just see how it goes this weekend. And it's the node of fate. It brings in fated things. So all you have to do is pay attention and you will see where your soul wants to be heading. P.S. Today is literally 2 weeks out from our Cosmic Healing Retreat.
Yes.
That is a fated event for sure. It's happening during eclipse season with the Cancer moon and the Leo moon. And if you feel fated to be there, let us know because we want you there. So you can still sign up. Registration's open for a little bit longer and the high desert is calling you.
Yeah. It's going to be a fun time.
We're going to take such good care of you, babies.
Good
so
group of
come,
folks.
let us hold you and tend you and facilitate some pretty fantastic healing and connection and fun.
All right. All the cosmic love to ya.
Bye, kitty cats.